On the looking for a win against the Western Conference rival, the Dallas Mavericks, are ready for this thing to get started. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Now here is Davis. The kick out to Irving. Good on the triple. And what a matchup we have here in the front court, Greg.
Yeah, each of these teams are anchored by their big men. I think it's going to be physical and highly intensified.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Can't hit from in close. Outside Irving. Over in the corner, Washington. That three off the mark. About a minute played so far here in the first. Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Offensive rebound. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Smart play from Klay Thompson, understanding the defense committed, knows he wants to go to the foul line.
That free throw good from Thompson. Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent, Kevin. Not only that, they fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player in the game conversation and a rising star in Chet Holmgren. Look out. Well, pretty pass from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. This guy can score it, but make sure you're lifting up the guys around you.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Mark Daigneault. David, what did he say?
Now, Coach immediately recognized the many talents of Kyrie Irving. One thing he pointed out was not losing Irving on defense. Coach said Irving is just as dangerous without the ball. We can't let him get behind us. We have to make sure someone is on him at all times. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
Yeah, teams will try to get physical with SGA, but make sure you understand that wiry frame is big-time strong.
Pushing it up. Finished off the break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now, here is Irving. Got a piece of it. Outside, Dort. Here's Holmgren. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The Mavericks trailing. Pass to Irving. Shot clock at 6. Here's Washington. Here's Gafford. And Holmgren pulls it down. And here are the Thunder now. To the inside. Hartenstein. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
there is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Here's Irving. Well, DB, it didn't take long, did it, for Holmgren to live up to his draft status?
Holmgren, Kevin, was an immediate impact player on both ends of the floor. At his size, to be able to shoot with range and the rim protection he provides, it was absolutely worth the wait for his team. This young man has got a toughness that has shocked even me.
And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And it's Oklahoma City's ball. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Thompson in the corner. Dallas moving it around. And again, Dallas turns it over. .156 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Mavericks pull it in.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Now, here is Irving. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder leading by 3. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
And the Mavericks with possession here, trailing by 5. Out to Thompson. Back to Irving. .107 left in the first. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
I think one of the things you have to be in awe of is how creative and how elusive Kyrie Irving is to deal with when he's cooking offensively. This guy truly a remarkable talent.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Back to Davis. Pass to Washington. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
The Thunder leading by 4. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now Hartenstein. Dinwiddie with the steal. It's deflected. It's stolen by Dort. And the dunk by Hartenstein.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group. Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And so it's Oklahoma City with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been active and And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Thunder.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Lou Dort makes his bones at the defensive end. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander says, I always try to test myself against him in practice because he's the best of the best. And Coach Mark Daigneault said, I look at him more like he's an artist. We can shift him anywhere. There's no one he can't guard. Kevin?
David, he is a beast. Wow. Thank you for the report. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Pass to Hartenstein. Bank shot. No good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right. He stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
Here's Exum. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Marshall gets the bucket.
Well, you have to love the size that Dante Exum attacks the point guard position with. He can see over defenders, passing the ball with great confidence.
Pass to Hartenstein. And a big part of perimeter defense, Greg, avoiding screens. What are some of the tricks of the trade in that regard?
Well, sometimes you have to get skinny. I mean, other times it's using your strength. A lot goes into it. Also, you know, getting a cadence for the screener. It's one of the more challenging aspects of NBA defense.
Marshall with it. Thompson up top. Poke loose. It's stolen by Gilgeous-Alexander. For the finish. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, that's just anticipation from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, making things happen defensively and turning it into offense.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Mavericks trailed by 6. Here's Irving. Pass to Davis. Here's Christie. Now Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Marshall inside the three-point line. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder. Going inside. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Pass to Davis. Knocked loose. Stolen by Dort. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Count it.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
Dallas moving the ball around. And again, Dallas turns it over. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. 8 points for him. The kick out to Williams. No good on the 3. Irving looking over the floor. Pass to Marshall. Shoots the 3. That's miss number 3 for him. Now 2 for 5 from the floor. Holmgren in the corner. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. A floater. No good that time. Good D by Thompson. Mavericks trailed by 5. Down low. Here's Davis. Good D by Holmgren. We've got 1:55 left to play in the first half. Davis owning the paint and gets it to go.
And just a good job of getting a high percentage look. Davis knows how to put himself in position to attack.
Holmgren the screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Left side Williams. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Second chance shot. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Let's remember, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is 6'6", so getting on the interior is not a problem.
Greg, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
The Mavericks getting their 7th free throw attempt here.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
And so he hits the technical free throw. There's 1:17 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Lively. 4 on the clock. And finished off by Lively.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
On the wing, Williams. A second chance effort, and the shot falls short this time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Lively. That one falls coming off Dinwiddie's feet. Lively's got it all tied up now for Dallas.
Boy, outstanding decision-making by Dinwiddie. We associate him as a scorer, but what a pretty look.
Now Williams. Pass to Lively. Here's Washington. Offensive rebound. The shot missing. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And for 2K Sports, we'll be back here at Paycom Center right after this. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Thunder are young, but they figured out how to win. Defensive ace Lou Dort talked about their chemistry. He said nobody cries about shot selection or anything like that. We know what each player can do. We just really want to see the team win and succeed. Kevin, you see that in their play.
Don't you, David? Every single game. Pulling in the right direction. Here's Irving. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Oh, absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and, frankly, borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame, and he fits in personality-wise.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Gafford's got the first bucket of the third here for the Mavs.
What an effort to get the tip in, just wanting it a little bit more.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12 points in the game.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Irving with the ball. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. The Mavericks have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
At the line for one.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Well, that pass is a product of Kyrie Irving's great instincts. He's got a terrific mind for the game.
Pass to Williams. And here is Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And here is Williams. Covered by Gafford.
You know, two things happen there. Excellent coverage on the shot, and then finish the possession securing the boards.
For the three, it's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Oklahoma City trailing. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. To the middle. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Time for your Thunder Girls. Come on, everyone, make some noise.
And the Thunder making a change here. The Mavericks leading. Outside Irving. Pass to Christie. To the wing right side. The offensive rebound. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Mavericks lead by 4.
Yeah, and how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Boy, the length of SGA. Get off your feet, young fella.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Christie. They grab their own miss. Gafford. Nice feint, but the layup off the mark. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Over in the corner, Williams. 5 to shoot. A wide open look here for Caruso. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. The Mavericks trail it.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Williams. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. We've got 1:55 left in the third. Out to Wallace. Pass to Dort. Oklahoma City moving it around. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Oklahoma City. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Takes it inside. Outside, Dort. Pass to Wallace. 6 to shoot. Back to Dort. From deep three-point territory. And Lively pulls it down. And the Mavericks with possession here. Oh, and the jam by Marshall.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Here's Wallace. Hits it from three-point range. Wallace has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Third quarter here, and 5 lead changes so far.
And, guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
Kicks it out to Dinwiddie. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 14. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team.
Maverick substitution.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Dinwiddie outside. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Thunder lead by 2. We're going to stay.
Your Thunder, 30. The Mavericks, 28.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Here's Irving. Inside, knocks it loose to the paint, back to Lively. It's rebounded by Hartenstein. The Thunder with the lead. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first points up on the board here in the 4th for Oklahoma City. Here's Irving, drives to the hoop. Can't cash in from close range. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. And it's Irving with the rebound. Mavericks trailed by 4. To the middle. Over in the corner, Washington. Thompson outside. Clock at 6. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And attacking the rim. Holmgren making excellent use of that height inside.
Here's Irving. And that one drops for him.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And this is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
It's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive. Here's Hartenstein. Comes up empty down low. Mavericks trailed by 4. Outside Irving. And no good. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Here he goes. Pass to Hartenstein. That's tipped. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away.
Free t-shirts are incoming, fans.
Send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
During that last break, Coach Mark Daigneault talked to his team. He demanded something of his guys. He said, I'm not satisfied yet, are you? You've worked hard, but we need to keep piling it on. Don't give them any hope, guys.
Thanks so much, David. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. With the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City.
Well, Luke Dort sprints the floor, taking advantage of good defense by his teammate to get an easy opportunity.
Pass to Thompson. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Davis. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
Stepping up. Davis is a fantastic option late. You know, with that height and skill set, he's going to get a good look.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. And the rejection by Gafford. Here's Irving. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 2-point Oklahoma City lead.
Huge bucket from Kyrie. Knows how to deliver.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Rebounded by Gafford. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Davis. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And really one of the most challenging covers in our game. Davis, hard to guard given how versatile he is.
That one drops. He ties it up.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done. .137 left in the fourth quarter. And
And that one's good. Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 4 points in the quarter. Now Irving. Driving inside. And they will call over the back on the play.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
We've got 1:13 left in the fourth. Outside, Dort. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Caruso. Hands the three.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has such great synergy with his teammates.
With some arc. The shot, no good. And 44 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Gilgeous-Alexander throws it down.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. We've got 22 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Wallace outside. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. Pass to Washington. Right side Davis. Williams with the steal. So it's Oklahoma City picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Well, I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted.
The car hugged me like a friend through twists and turns, man, living for, dying for.